Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some ladder using ELECTRO Giants. So I think I made a video on this deck about a few weeks ago. I think it's pretty strong in the meta. It finished 17th in the world last season on ladder. I think the person who, finished 17th was Famous Kid, and if he won his last game, he actually would have finished top 7, I'm pretty sure. So pretty strong in the meta. And I think it has a lot of outplay potential, even though it has some bad matchups. I feel like any deck with the Tornado, on average, has more outplay potential, and the Tornado synergizes so well with this deck because, of course, you can pull things into the circle of the ELECTRO Giant. Baby Dragon and Ice Wizard, you got that splash as well. Cage is one of the best buildings in the game right now, in my opinion. I think it's the second best, right after the Bomb Tower at the moment. I prefer Prince, but if you guys want, you can use Dark Prince. I like Prince more because I think it has better DPS, and you don't really need the splash of the Dark Prince because you already have so many other splash cards, so that's kind of my reasoning. So, there's something pretty cool I want to share with you guys before we jump into the first ladder game. I actually managed to, in my CRL bracket, there's 4 brackets. You get to pick the time zone, and if you get top 8, you're guaranteed $1,000. So I won $1,000 because you can see I got 7th. And I'll show you guys my round robin here. Let me scroll into, so this was my round robin, pretty stacked. I mean, it had Michifu, Aurora, and Lion, all really good players. Unfortunately, I didn't move on. You had to get first in your round robin to move on to play the finals next week, where you have the chance to play for $20,000. I got 3rd in my round robin and only first moved on. Not bad. I mean, at least I didn't get last in my group. You know, really good round robin, and honestly, I could have played a little better. Some of the matchups weren't the best, but at the same time, there was 1 or 2 sets I could have played a little better in some of my games. I didn't play perfectly, so, but still, overall, really happy. $1,000 and lots of points for the World Finals. So, if we're getting the first game, if you guys want to support me, you guys know the drill, creator code BOSS. And one last thing, we do have a sponsor for today's video. Thank you so much, iVanke, for sponsoring today's video. iVanke is a company that creates lots of high-quality adapters and cables, and the one I'm specifically going to be talking about today is the USB-C to HDMI cable adapter. The reason why you guys should be interested in getting one of these is it allows you to connect your smartphone or laptop to a TV, monitor, or projector using HDMI ports. The best part is no external power supply or driver is required. Once you hook up your smartphone to your desktop, the possibilities are endless. You can stream games, photos, and videos on a much larger screen. With resolution support up to 3840 times 2160 at 60 Hertz, you're going to be getting much better quality than typical 1080 pixels. So it's going to give you really stunning high quality graphics that you're looking for. The cables are also very durable and long lasting. There's a strap attached to it to allow you to store it away and save it for a very long time. Now, iVanke was kind enough to send me one of their USB-C cables, and everything worked great. I highly recommend it to you guys because you're going to be able to turn your smartphone into just a gaming machine. Like, you're going to be able to play on a much larger screen. Same with the laptop if you want to turn it into a multi-monitor setup, so you're able to enlarge your gameplay with great quality. You guys are going to be able to find all of this in the description below. There's a link that'll take you directly to their website where you can find this as well as some of their other products, and I hope to see you guys there. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into the first game. If you guys are wondering why I'm a little low on ladder right now, yesterday for the CRL bracket, the bracket it takes about 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours of your time. And then today, when I was playing the round robin phase of it, that was also about 4 hours. So I had to play so much the last couple of days, and it was pretty stressful too because CRL is like pretty important. There's a lot on the line. So if you guys are wondering why I'm low on ladder, that's the reason why. And I'm not even that low. I mean, I'm still top 2,000, so obviously we're going to verse, maxed opponents, but, that's just the reason why. So if you guys, just hopefully understand, because this weekend I played, about 12 hours of CRL, and that's of just CRL. That's not counting, preparation and stuff like that. But yeah, let's get in the first game here. So yeah, just giant double prince. I feel like this matchup isn't too bad, but we got to be really careful in single elixir. The one thing you guys are, if you guys take away anything from this video, I would say play Electro Giant really passively. This is not a deck where you want to be playing aggressively. You play this very, very passively because you can actually get punished pretty hard if you're too aggressive in single elixir. So just be very careful. You almost never want to Electro Giant in single elixir. There's only a few different situations where I'd advise doing it. If someone goes Lava first play or Golem first play, I think you should go Electro Giant same lane if you have it in cycle, but otherwise, I don't like playing it that much in single elixir because this is definitely a double elixir, triple elixir deck because it costs a lot of elixir and it's just kind of risky. So we're going to go ahead and lightning this. This guy's going really aggressive. I'm not sure if I agree with his aggression. I think was pretty easy for us to stop that. So now that we're in double elixir and we have a mini counter push that he has to defend, I'm going to go ahead and play my first Electro Giant. He's going to go for a giant, so I guess Cage here should work. We're going to go Ice Wizard like this. And... oh, wow. Did he just miss the Fireball on the Ice Wizard? Well, that's probably going to be good game at this point. I'm not even going to do anything else. Like, I'm not going to lightning or do anything. What I'm going to do instead is just go for another Electro Giant because he's so low on elixir and a Prince is not going to stop an Electro Giant. So, good luck defending this, and by good luck defending it, I mean pretty much good game because he had no chance of defending that. So, pretty easy win there. Our opponent definitely didn't play perfectly, but I would say it's, you know, a pretty good matchup for us. So, good start. Let's keep going. Try to get as far as we can in this video. And here we go. So, I'm going to chill for a second. If he doesn't do anything for like a solid... okay, see, this is the problem. So this deck counters Lava Hound, but if you have a cycle like this where you don't even have an E-Giant in cycle when they go Lava in the back, that is really, really frustrating. That's all I got to say there. Like, that is very disappointing, but... if he goes for a balloon, we just activate the King Tower. But... okay, I guess we just do this. That gets reset. Okay, yeah. So, easy King activation... what? Oh! What? Okay, I thought that balloon was gonna get... okay, what's... okay, how did I mess up that... okay, so... clearly I botched that tornado. I'm actually gonna do this because I don't think he has, yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't... like, after that lava, he didn't have a lot of elixir. So we're gonna go for a bar barrel like this. Baby Dragon's tanking for the bar barrel. Okay, I guess we're just gonna cage to tank. Not really ideal, but... okay, the fact that he's got arrows too, this is such an easy matchup for me. I messed up that tornado, but I'm still winning by a good chunk here. I think we can just Electro Giant. I don't think there's like any way he can stop it, in my opinion, especially since he doesn't have barbarians. How the heck is he supposed to stop this? He just can't. Like, he literally cannot stop that, like, no matter what he did. That's why this deck destroys lava. Like, even though I botched the tornado, I screwed it up, we're still completely fine. Especially if they don't even have a big spell, then it's just even easier. So, because he just went lava at the bridge, he's going to be low on elixir, and there's no chance he stops that. Like, his tower is already almost dead. He doesn't have a tornado. He doesn't have a building. It's a really easy matchup. But that's why Electro Giant's pretty solid in the meta. There's tons of lava right now, and pretty much any lava variant is a really easy matchup. The only one where I would say isn't like that easy is if you're versus Lava Loon Tombstone, because the Tombstone actually can be pretty hard to kill, but I feel like that variant isn't used nearly as much as either that Bomber variant he was using, or there's a Skeleton Dragon variant too with Inferno Drag Arrow Zap. So another good win. Let's keep going, and yeah, let's see if we can get on a good win streak here. So reverse Diego. I'm not gonna do anything. So as I said, you do not really want to make the first play ever. Or I don't know if I said that, but yeah, you don't really want to make the first play ever. I think I said you don't want to Electro Giant in the back and single in most situations, but you also usually don't make the first play. Unless you cage after like 30 seconds of them not doing anything, but otherwise... Ooh, I really wanted to activate the King Tower, but he was ready. Wait, I think I can... Oh! If he has Graveyard, that is so good. And honestly, he probably does, because he's got the Night Baby Dragon, and he tried to prevent the King activation, but luckily that cage I played pulled everything in the middle, and we still got it. So if he's got Graveyard, we might have already won just because of that play. And that's very good, because normally this matchup isn't that easy, but the fact that we got that King activated means it's actually pretty easy at this point. So that's a free Lightning. He's going to go for a Knight right here, probably. I decided to Bar Barrel too, because I don't know, I thought he was pretty low on Elixir, and if he played the Knight like in front instead of in the back, it would have helped take it out, but he played it further back, so I guess well played on his part. And yeah, hopefully we can win this. I mean, the fact that we got the King activated is just... like, I can't stress it enough how helpful that is if you're versus Graveyard. It's just... It's really honestly the difference of the game in so many different matchups and situations when you get it activated. So, I might go for a Lightning here, because this just seems to me like it's good value. I don't see why we wouldn't take it. And the Ice Wizard's actually going to allow us to finish off that Baby Dragon too. So, I mean... Alright, so here's the deal. His cage is out of cycle, which is the best answer to the E-Giant, so we're going to go ahead and... okay, surprisingly, he's actually going to pressure with a Graveyard. I feel like that's really aggressive. I don't know if that's going to pay off for him. We're going to go for a Lightning here to get rid of this cage, and our E-Giant makes it to the tower, gets some damage. Honestly, I'm not at all satisfied with the amount of damage we got. This is, as I said, if we didn't get the King activated, this is otherwise usually a pretty tough matchup, as you guys are seeing here, because we're having a very hard time getting damage, and obviously us having King activated, sure, you know, that's helpful for us, but we've barely made a dent on his tower. So we'll see what happens here. He gets very greedy, or I guess not greedy necessarily, but aggressive. We'll see if we can punish him for that. Yeah, okay, see, that is very, very annoying. Very annoying. That placement that people do against the... Oh, he misclicked it. Sometimes all it takes is a mistake from your opponent. Awesome. King activation and that late cage is going to be what wins us this game for sure. Now I'm confident. When we got those small amounts of damage early on, I was not at all, even though we got the King activated, I was not at all confident. But at this point, with this lead we have, I think it's pretty safe to say that unless something goes really, really wrong, we got this. So we're in a good spot. Block here. With the king activated, he's going to get, like, literally maybe a skeleton hit if he's lucky on the tower, but he's not, going to get really anything. So, yeah, I mean, not easy. The king activation 100% won us the game. Like, this would have been... He either would have won or it would have just been so much closer. So, saved us a lot of stress. And, yeah, allowed us to pull ahead by quite a bit of damage. So, get to 6,500, almost in the top 1,000. Let's keep going, see if we can keep up this win streak versus Jonathan. So, once again, just going to chill here in single elixir, see what this guy wants to do. He's going to go for wall breaker, so we'll just go like this. And he's going to go princess. Okay, so maybe he's using the cannon cart bait deck that's been becoming pretty popular recently. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, he has... Yeah, I'm going to let that princess lock on the tower. We'll go with the prince. Now, I'm trying to think, like, how we want to play this. This is actually not going to be... I don't... You know, I'm not sure. This... I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like we need to survive single elixir. We cannot Electro Giant in single or else we're going to lose. We have to be very cautious here. So yeah, we're definitely going to get the king activated here. And he's probably going to... Okay, that's a lightning, 100%. If anything in the matchup, if we want to lightning something this matchup, it's for sure the cannon cart. That's provides us the oh, whoa. Whoa. I don't know about that bandit. Yeah, I don't like that bandit on his end. That just felt like a waste of elixir. Wow. Yeah, couple... Wow. 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 Okay, we're up a lot right now in elixir. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Not a lot as in like 8 or something like that, but we, after all that... Okay, so... Alright, we're 100% going Electro Giant in the back. We're ignoring those. If he cannon carts, we just cage. But he's going to need to use it on defense as expected. We're going to need to wait until it crosses, so then that way, if I lightninged before the Electro Giant would have gone for the Electro Giant would have gone for the cannon. That's why I didn't lightning sooner, because I wanted to make sure it actually went to the tower. So we're just gonna Electro Giant. He's going to go all out in the opposite lane, and we're going to get the win because we were ready with that. Even though we won that, I don't think that that's actually an amazing matchup for us. I'm not saying he played badly, but he definitely made some questionable plays in my opinion, and we were able to like capitalize off of that. I think there were a couple points where he was too aggressive for no reason, just wasting elixir, and I think if he like utilized his elixir better and his cards better earlier on, he probably could have won that for sure or made it much closer. But still, I felt like I played that pretty well. We did a good job of punishing at the right time. We were very patient because in single elixir we couldn't really do anything. So there we go. Top 1,000. Very solid win streak at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, not really solid, but 4-game win streak. Not bad at all. So I'd say we'll play probably 1 or 2 more games and go from there. Like, 1 more if the next game takes a really long time, like goes for the full 5 minutes. 2 more if it's like a quick game, like if it's only 3 or 4 minutes, but we'll see. So okay, so let's actually activate the King Tower right now. If you guys didn't know you can do this, take note, because it's actually pretty useful to do that, obviously, because especially against something like Mortar where they got a lot of ground cards. Okay, so yeah, if this is so Mortar, if you guys didn't know, is actually the best building against the Electro Giant. Okay, I'm gonna lightning that. Why? Because the Firecracker is so annoying, and he also had to spend Elixir to defend the Prince. So honestly, we're not even down in Elixir at this point, so it's perfectly okay. Because, yeah, the Firecracker, of everything in this match, the Firecracker is going to be the biggest pain out of everything, by far. Because we're going to have to overspend on it a lot. We're going to have to probably tornado it in quite a bit. But when it's on his side of the map, that thing's going to be just a nuisance, for sure. So if he plays it again, I'm probably just going to lightning it. But yeah, he's first going to go for his skeleton barrel. Alright, so obviously we're just going to chill a bit here, get out a single elixir, and then start going for our, main pushes. In fact, I think I'm going to do it right now. We got a Brawler on the board. He's not going to be able to punish us with everything at the bridge in this lane, so we should be fine setting up for a push now. Yeah, so that's definitely a lightning. And Baby Dragon will be good here. I don't know about Prince because he's got so many bait cards. So we need all the splash we can get. We're going to go ahead and tornado this here. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about, the Mortar being very good against Electro Giant. First of all, Lightning doesn't take it out. Second of all, one hit, that's fine. First of all, Lightning doesn't take it out. You need more of a response than that. And second of all, the Electro Giant doesn't punch it. Or it punches it, but it doesn't stun it. Because when the Electro Giant's right next to the Mortar, it doesn't attack it. So that's kind of an issue. And I will say, though, I don't think that Mortar was very good on his end, because he played it in the opposite lane. But if he cycles back to another Mortar, then obviously he's completely fine. So okay, yeah, we got to Electro Giant in the back. Yeah, this is getting pretty tough at this point. I guess we'll Ice Wizard like this. What we need to do is try to get as much damage on his tower that we possibly can with lightnings, I think. But, we'll have to see. But the problem is this Mortar, man, is so good against the E-Giant, as I said before. I really don't see us breaking through. I think if he makes a mistake, we can, but if he does what he's supposed to, I think this should be a game 1 for him. But you never know. He could mess up his defense. We'll have to, hope things go our way here, but yeah, I mean, We do get the baby dragon to lock on, but... No. Man, well, you know, it would have been nice if our tornado there on the map could have, you know, spun just a teensy bit faster there to get one tick on the tower. Is that too much to ask for? Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Am I asking for too much here? I tried my best. That was so close. That's about as close as it can get. That's gonna be it for the video. You know, hope you guys enjoyed it. Now that CRL's done, I'm gonna be playing a lot more ladder. My next video, I'll try to be much higher up. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. I didn't stream the last couple days because I was so focused on CRL, the bracket, and then after the top 32 played today. And yeah, that was, as I said, the bracket was about 7 hours longer than I played yesterday, and then today it was about 4 or 5 hours. So 12 hours of, you know, but it's not like I was playing that whole time, but you had to be like ready and focused, you know, planning like what you're gonna use against your next opponent, all that good stuff. So I'm probably gonna take a little bit of a break. You know, I have some schoolwork to catch up on. And after that, we'll go ahead and try to get a really good finish on ladder this season for as many points as I can get. So yeah, that's going to be for the video. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.